All right, hello and welcome back right here with clickmail.co. In this video, we're going to be talking about individual moral relativism. So what is this? To define that term, it is relative morality, which is you get to make up your morality for the individual. So instead of grounding it absolutely in God and saying, well, whatever God says goes, we're grounding it in the individual, you or me, and the individual makes up what is morally acceptable. Now, this is a problem because they'll say, well, you make up your beliefs, I make up my beliefs. Whatever you believe is true for you and whatever I believe is true for me. Well, that is all good and well until my beliefs are negatively impacting you. And so some pretty simple questions are to challenge this point and bring this logic. This is also a reduced to the absurd. So you're telling me that you believe it's, say, morally acceptable to have your neighbor over for dinner, right? And they go, yeah, of course, that's like a nice thing to do. Okay, cool. Well, I believe it's morally acceptable to have my neighbor for dinner. I am a cannibal. I am from a lost island of whoever, and we eat our neighbors for dinner. And that is the greatest kindness I could do to you, is to give you a respectful death and then to eat your body. Like, that's totally fine, right? How do you answer that? No, you can't eat me would be the right. Why can't I eat you? Because it's morally wrong. That's why. And they, in order to not be eaten in this scenario, they have to give a reason. And they say, well, it's the law. Why is it the law? It's the law because the law is appealing to a moral standard that is not opinion. Okay. So in this example, eating your neighbor is not acceptable. Why? Because it's morally evil. Okay, well, what about stealing? Well, maybe some people probably, in their culture or whatever, stealing's not a big deal and they get to choose. Okay, cool. Give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You know, I'm stealing your, well, you can't actually take my wallet. And it's like, why not? You just said it was morally acceptable for some people to steal. I am one of those people and I'm stealing from you. So you would be unaccepting of my morality if you refuse to give me your wallet. Okay, that's not okay. Why is it not okay? Because it's morally unacceptable to steal. And this is obvious. And so when you propose solutions to individual moral solutions, when you propose challenges to individual moral relativism, it doesn't actually work out in real life. And this is obviously true on the grander scheme of things. Are you saying that it's totally fine for people to go, and you can just bring up any absurd thing, that it's okay for people to go into the Twin Towers in the United States and blow them up and kill 3,000 people? That was totally morally fine because they thought it was. Are you telling me that you align with that morality and that you think that's acceptable? Um, you have to be pretty removed. What do you want to say? You have to be pretty deluded to say yes. And if they do, you're not really having a reasonable conversation because a reasonable person would not agree with that. So this is individual moral relativism. People are taking morality and they're grounding it in the beliefs of the individual. Now, what happens is when you push them up against the philosophical wall and you hold them to account for the belief and you say, so you're telling me, Hitler was fine in believing that it's okay to kill the Jews and 6 million of them at that. That's fine. They're, whoa, no, that's not what I'm saying. Then they're going to move position. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to talk about a position we may move to, because usually people are going to start with individual relativism, moral relativism, and then they're going to move to a different one. Now, it can go in other directions, and it doesn't really matter. Once you know how to kind of start debunking some of this stuff, you're going to be able to do it from any of the positions. But in the next video, we're going to talk about cultural moral relativism. So relatives are relatives. Morals are grounded in culture. So we're going to talk about that in the next video. I'll see you there. God bless.